You swore sinew and soul to serve God and the Order of the Templar. For years you built a life upon faith, only to smite it asunder with one sinful blow. And is that not the greatest folly of all? To lose faith when it's all you have left? You were once the chosen of God, a Templar. You are now the chosen of Rayclast, an exile.
You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore. Alive, anyway.
Even death gives no solace in this tortured land. My mana is spent. It would seem my god has no need for my company just yet. My mana is spent.
Salem of Theopolis, you have transgressed against your god and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins: defamatory vanity, 3 counts of unauthorized political satire, 6 counts of blasphemy, 1 count of inciting public unrest, performing Maramor of Namakanui. You have transgressed against your god and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins: civil envy, inciting insurrection amongst the bonded workforce, 3 counts of Hillock of Slow. You have transgressed against your god and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins: mortal wrath, 6 counts of common homicide, 1 count of infanticide, 2 counts of homicide with post-mortem desecration, unlawful avarice, 12 counts of extortion through threat of mortal harm, 7 counts of
I know you. The blasphemer. That's what my father called you. God saw fit to drown my father and everyone else I ever loved. I wonder what fate he has in store for you. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of Hillock, that putrid giant you felled out there. Lion Eye's watch isn't much.
A tyrannical Templar, to be tested and tempered in the straits of Rayclast. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my merry gull ran aground. Watch the... Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. Errol, the merry gull's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was. Buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I...
Fine work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, forget I asked. We Exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us when he had his blackguards dump us in the water out there. Here, got something for you. Should help you kill a few more of those undead bastards. Don't bother thanking me. The way I figure it, the longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives. Founded by Marseus Lioneye as a supply station for his campaigns against the Karui. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's some... That hat Bestel wears? Saw him pluck it from the real captain's head right before the cannibals barbecued the poor bastard. Nessa's the one keeps the rest of us from losing our minds. To be honest, when she first arrived, I didn't think she'd survive more than a day, too. I've seen many an exile pass through Lioneye's watch, and many more that simply pass on. Those letters are my way of keeping track, of remembering. Oriath might want to forget us all, but I'll be damned if I will.
I witnessed your battle against Hillock. I wasn't aware your people had such abilities. My name is Johan, and I'm from the Far East. My people, the Kalgurans, are attempting to build a settlement near here. We could use someone with your talents. I witnessed your battle against Hillock. I wasn't aware your people had such abilities. You don't appear to employ the power of runes, like we Several of our people were already here in Rayclast under... I am from Kalgur, on the continent... The last thing we need to discuss is investment. Necessary infrastructure will require substantial resources. For now, make our first investment in our You don't appear to employ the power of runes, like we Kalgurans do. I'm very curious. Several of our people were already here in Rayclast, undertaking expeditions of their own. When their outposts reached a certain size, the king... I am from Kalgur, on the continent of Midgard. We have reached Rayclast. A reckoning is coming, have no doubt about that. The king has his eye on Rayclast, and I make no secret that I'm a man of two loyalties. I must serve the king's wishes, And I must also serve this chart. I make no secret that I'm a man of... I choose not to waste resources on a gilded office. It is here, in the tavern, where drink and loot...
What have you got for me? Ahoy there.
Yes. Oh, Johann and Danig brought you on. Don't worry, I'll get all the necessary paperwork shortly. I'm Raulf. The Meridian Free Traders, my guild. It's not the most auspicious office I've worked in, but it certainly puts me face to face with the people. Things operate rather loosely here. But back home, almost all official business is done through one or more guilds. For example, you cannot simply open up a shop and start selling goods. We've got a promising list of picks. Great choice!
The fair Maryleen should be sailing high, not stuck here in port.
Yes?
Yes. Good day. That is my name here because I have chosen it. I choose to leave behind. I'd rather work than stand around gossiping, if that's all right. Good day.
Oh, hello there.
Well...
20 years ago, when I was in my first year, a certain High Templar picked me out of a crowd of a cat. This place is going to be grand. When that handsome Danig spins his tales about the years to come. This place is going to be...
You know anything about... Hail! Name's Tujin. I'm the harbour master around here, but there ain't much to master. A name and a charter might have been stamped on it from afar, but this is... We're still on our grand quest, as Danig would put it. This is just base camp. Damn, this leg.
What can I do for you? What have you got? When we first arrived, we didn't intend for this to be anything permanent. It was more of a supply dump, so we wouldn't have to... The Charter for Kingsmarch brings many Kalguran laws to...
There you are!
Hail.
I don't know how it's seen on Rayclast, but smithing is something of a fine art back home. We smiths aren't priests, not by a long shot. Runes are a complex science, and a delicate art. If you encounter any Verisium, do bring it to me.
My nightmares, they were prophecy. My mana is spent. My prayers are thus answered.
Khan's canoe struck this sand with the force of destiny. At his beck, the greatest war host in Karui history tamed the wild sea, their canoes coupling with the land one by one. Lion-eyes gemlings met us with shining metal and bold words. Hyri's arrows withered their pride. Khan's axes silenced their despair. Marseilles Lion-eye fought bravely to the last. Khan honored him with a place on his belt. Khan has shown Rayclast our Karui strength. Khan will teach Rayclast the Karui way.
I am no beast of burden. My mana is spent. I am no beast of burden. Beast of burden.
Ah!